So if you don't know who Markiplier is, welcome to the internet. I feel like if you've used the internet at some point in time, you've definitely seen Markiplier in some kind of meme or something like that. Markiplier is a very big YouTuber. He's been in this grind for like the past 13 years. He started off playing horror games and, doing these sort of little skits and stuff like that. Markiplier is he's a really big content creator. He's beloved by everybody. Like he's not a controversial figure at all. In 2022, a game called Iron Lung hit Steam, and it's basically the story. What the story is, all habitable planets and the stars have vanished off the Earth, called the Quiet Rapture. You play as a convict that are sent into like a metal tube, which is called the Iron Lung. You're put on a moon, which is filled to the brim with blood, and you're supposed to like find things that sustain like what's left of life, from what I could understand from it. And Markiplier played this on his YouTube channel, and he made several more videos which got in more about the lore and stuff like that. And it seems that like he ended up deciding to make this shit a movie. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. An indie game that dropped like 3 years ago becoming a movie now is crazy, right? And I'm pretty sure that was also the reason why he couldn't be in the FNAF movies like people were hoping that he would. But it's all good though, because the movie finally drops. Now, I work at the movie theaters. I watch a lot of movies, right? I'm not going to hold you, right? And it seems that the only marketing I can see is that it's only coming from YouTube. I don't know about you guys in your local theaters, but when you go to a movie theater and there's usually like 20 to 30 minutes of commercials, trailers, and ads and stuff like that. Like now that I'm thinking about it, the movie was announced like 2 years ago, and I'm telling you, I've watched a lot of movies since, and I don't think I've ever seen any kind of previews in those ads or trailers or anything. So it really seems that all of the marketing was really just straight off of Markiplier's YouTube channel. And because, it is a self-financed movie, Markiplier really funded this shit. Like, at least from what I saw, he funded this shit and it paid off. Apparently, budget was like no more than 3 million, and he made back at least 20 million from this shit. If you guys haven't seen the Iron Lung movie, which I should have mentioned, I saw the Iron Lung movie yesterday, and I have to say that movie is great. Like, this is like a really good indie film, probably one of the best indie films I've seen. Markiplier really put the numbers in this shit. Markiplier really looked like he cared for this project, and like I'm so happy that he was able to just show that indie movie making, especially by YouTubers, like this is really something you could do. Like this is really grand, and it seemed that Hollywood wasn't fucking with it.
So this is funny. This is on Friday. The box office numbers. I'm number one, right? I milked it a lot. I said it. It was very funny. I knew that Sam Raimi's movie was going to pass me eventually by the end of the weekend, but I was like, haha, I'm number one. But then I didn't see this yesterday, but here's Saturday's. So this is Saturday, right? I swear I was on this list, but Iron Lung isn't here anymore. There's no numbers for Iron Lung. They took me off the chart, and I thought, hey, maybe that's a fluke. maybe there's something wrong, but here's Sunday. I wake up this morning, which reports the day before's numbers. I'm gone. I'm not even above Hamnet. I'm nowhere. Zootopia's back up here. Avatar's up here. Melania's up here. I feel like I should just, like maybe I'd be fine with here. I'd be fine with being on the chart. Why'd you take me off the chart? I feel like I deserve to be on the chart.
I do kind of find it crazy how Markiplier was all up in the charts, and mind you, this is like the same weekend that it dropped. It hasn't even been a full week since the movie dropped, so the way that they immediately take him off is generally kind of crazy. I don't know why they would do Markiplier like this. And you know what I'm thinking, bro? I'm thinking it's simply because Hollywood just can't stand the fact that a YouTuber is beating their films, bro. Like, I think they saw that Iron Lung was beating fucking Melania, bro. Or whatever that bitch's name is, Melania Trump. And they was just like, nah, we not having it. And they took his shit off, dude. That's what I'm thinking, bro. Because that movie was fantastic, bro. The way that he made the budget back, at least the charts I'm showing you is the grossing, right? So it's not really based off reviews, it's based off grossing. But the movie was phenomenal. Like, dude, it deserves to make back every cent and more than that, bro, because the movie was awesome. So why they trying to hold him is kind of crazy, and I'm glad that Markiplier is calling this shit out. He better than me, but I would be like on the ass. Like, obviously he called it out, which is something that he should do, right? But he was still humble about this shit, bro. Like, Markiplier, what a great fucking guy. I really find it a shame that Hollywood would go out their way to just take Markiplier off the charts, or whoever is in charge of doing all that stuff, because like this should be shown as a sign that like YouTubers are also capable of making like great pieces. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and say that Iron Lung is like a grand masterpiece. I'm not gonna say that, but clearly there was passion and talent put into this shit. Like, this is not the easiest thing to do, but no, instead they try to like just fly it over and stuff like that. You know, we got like the big corporations giving it poor ratings and stuff like that, trying to make the movies look bad and shit. And it's just like, I don't understand why. You know what I'm saying? You know, this is really more of like an appreciation post because of what Markiplier has done. Like, he's really showing, he's breaking barriers and like just showing that YouTubers really do have the potential. And I think that's just what it is. I think like these big corporations, they're saying like, oh, YouTubers can't make like good pieces and stuff like that, which is like I said earlier. But it doesn't even matter, you know what I'm saying? Like, anybody is capable of it. It doesn't matter if your like occupation or where or your position that you're currently in. If you really have that creative mindset and you know you really take in that time and passion to create something that you want, bro, it doesn't matter if you're lower than or higher than somebody, bro. You can make what you want work. You know, it's just like, bro, I've been doing this YouTube shit for 8 years and I finally hit 1,000. Thank you guys. You know, I've just been putting in the work, you know, seeing what things work best because I'm really passionate about like content creating and just sharing my opinions and shit like that, you know, yapping and shit like that. And you know, like it's paying off, bro. People are enjoying my content and it's great. You know, it makes me happy and you know, I want to keep doing more and more and more, and who knows what in the future will happen for me, you know, if I keep on pursuing the things that I want to do. And I really hope this shows like opens eyes for like bigger companies to get, you know, more creative people that are on a much smaller scale, at least when it comes to the industry of acting. I'm not trying to say Markiplier is like big or not big. I'm not trying to say that Markiplier is like small, but he's like in an entirely different industry now. So obviously how those guys in the industries, of course, I'm not gonna lie, they are gonna be a little bit biased with getting a YouTuber, but with Markiplier's performance, I really do hope that this industry is open their eyes a little bit more and see that there's people that are really capable about this shit. Like RDC, for example, they have been in advertisements. I know there was one in Old Spice, and I know there was one in like a WNBA commercial. I can't remember exactly what it was for, but yo, RDC World, there's some great actors, bro. And you know, I'm still waiting for this day where I actually get to see like a movie with them on the big screen, because I'm telling you, bro, there's a lot of potential in these guys. And you know, these industries, they just gotta open up their eyes a little bit more. But anyway, that's all I got for today's video. I just really wanted to talk about it. You guys could definitely go see Iron Lung. Definitely either play the game or watch Markiplier's like gameplay from a few years ago before you want to watch the movie. Obviously, like the game, you're just like taking pictures. It's like a horror game, right? You know, not too much happens. It's pretty short, but you know, you're also okay to watch the movie first if you want to. You know, the movie does add like a little bit more lore. It definitely like makes the universe, or what's left of the universe, definitely brings it to life, makes it feel bigger. And, you know, it was really great to see, man. That movie, it was really suspenseful. It wasn't just like that bullshit build up to a jump scare thing. Like they kept that suspense all the way, and it was great, bro. I was like edge of my seat, like literally like most of the time, bro, because that shit was getting pretty active, bro. So yeah, definitely watch Iron Lung. It's a great movie. It's a shame that they didn't have the popcorn bucket at my place of work, and I'm so upset because like I don't have a 3D printer, bro. But hey, bro, if you got one and you want to, you know, send it to me, don't mind. You know what I'm saying? Also, I did end up getting monetized on YouTube too. You know, I don't know if like ads are working or anything like that, but you know, I just wanted to let you guys know. You guys can also become members if you want. You guys give ideas of what I should make the memberships be. I'm not entirely sure, but if you guys genuinely want to support me, then hey, feel free to become a member, and then you know, I'll figure out what I can do for you guys. You can still give me recommendations. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's all I got for today. Have yourselves a damn good one.